Hello and welcome back to another day on Let's Play on our beautiful Schwaadeheim map. So we are going to be making hay today. And we're gonna use John Deere for that because it's our strongest tractor. And yeah, we do need to get a baler of some sort because we don't have any balers at the moment. So I would have to take a look at that. And otherwise we are all set for hay production. And beacons on, and away we go. So yeah, we are going to be making hay out of our two meadows we have up north, and the silage is probably going to be produced out of corn crops, so the maize crop. I do have some silage harvesters that you can attach to a tractor and then pull the trailer behind. So I will be looking at that option because the renting of the self-propelled one is it's not feasible, you know, for such a small operation we have at this farm. So yeah, we are going to be taking that route. I just need to make sure and pick a field that's near to us, so we don't have to drive up and down too much with the trailer. Alright, we are already at our first meadow. So let's unfold both mowers, start them up, and we're ready to go. These are not particularly big meadows, so we can take it easy. There's no need to rush. Yeah, I really would be well off if I would replace the front mower with something a little bit bigger. I'm gonna cut all the way here. Yeah, this crop is not really that well off, but this one on the other side, it's fertilized. Look at the difference. It's really like I could just leave out all the unfertilized grass and do the crop grass. But it pays off to be thorough, especially because we don't have much of grassland at the moment. But I think if we get 2 or 3 cuts off of these fields this year, we're gonna have enough feed to last us through the winter. That would be optimal, so we don't need to buy any more feed for our cattle. So just a few more passes on this field and we're already done. Then move on the next one, and after that we need to turn it over. So we'll turn the grass over if I wasn't specific enough. Gotta be careful not to bump over the weather station. At least I believe that is a weather station. I'm not sure, it was already on the grassland when we came here. Okay, yeah. I'm not taking into account enough that the front mower is very narrow. Hay fever is acting up for me, so yeah, there may be some interruptions in the recording while I do the sneezes and everything. Okay, now let's just fix this little bit. Okay, let's fold it all up. This is the first time I noticed how bumpy this track is. Thank God I have air suspension in my seat, otherwise I would be likely saying goodbye to my spine. I don't know if you have ever driven a vehicle with with the air suspension seat, but it's amazing. I have driven one van. It was Iveco, and yeah, it was Iveco Turbo Daily, I think, and that's, even though it's a van you can drive with your car license, it's well, it's basically a truck underneath. It has a rear wheel drive, and it has all the dashboard instruments as you would expect in a lorry or a truck. It even has that green line on your rev meter that shows you when you are in optimal revs for the highest engine power and lowest consumption. So yeah, that was fun. But the most fun feature was the air suspension seat, and because I love the bouncing so much, I set up my weight, because you have a knob that lets you set your weight so it bounces appropriately. I've set it, I think, 20 kilos less than I actually had at the time, and when I came over a big bump I nearly broke my spine because I got plunged down into the chassis so hard. Yeah, that was not as fun as I imagined it would be. But yeah, those air suspension seats, those are amazing. It really helps with your back. Okay, let me pick this little spot. There's probably gonna be a few tufts of grass over here to clean up. And yes, here they are. And a little bit over there. Otherwise, this looks like quite a healthy amount of grass that we have in this field. Yeah, you can see it's dark green on the mini map. That means we are getting 125% yield, if I'm reading that correctly. And of course, while I'm looking at the at the mini map, I'm missing all kinds of grass over there. No problem. You can always go back and do it again. So yeah, I was thinking recently, I really love making those role plays. These last plays are cool, but the role plays are what I've been doing alone with myself for, I don't know, can't remember how long, for years here in Farming Simulator. And yeah, I have an idea of one that I would be doing, but I would have to stop with one of the maps, maybe Schwaadeheim, maybe Court Farm, I'm not sure. Probably Schwaadeheim. So this map is gonna be the one that falls out, or at least gets only one episode per week, because right now this is at 2 episodes per week. So I'm not sure about this yet, but I am thinking in this direction. Yeah, okay, so this is running a bit long at the moment, so I'm not gonna be showing you everything I do. I'm just gonna come back on the fields and make hay out of them, and then we need a windrower and we need a baler. So these are two things I still need to buy. Or rent, of course. There's always a leasing option. Okay, I'm already in the Steyr with what's that called? I keep forgetting. It's not the haymaker, come on. Let me remind myself. The tether, of course. So I have the tether already hooked up. I still have the row crop tires because I'm gonna be spraying on the cornfields. Sunflower fields, I mean, we have planted before. But in the previous episode we brought home a new breed of sheep, Steinschaft. As you can see, these are this kind of sheep, Steinschaft. And I have looked up on the web, and these are the breed domesticated sheep indigenous to Eastern Alps of Austria and southern Germany, and it's used for wool and for vegetation management. So they eat bush and grass on the areas that you cannot easily reach with the mower. They are small to medium size. The rams weigh from 55 to 80 kilos, so 121 to 176 pounds, and the eaves are 40 to 60 kilos, or 88 to 132 pounds. They have all color coats, all colors the coat, and their face and lower legs are without wool, as you can see over here. So yeah, that's their characteristics, if you've been wondering. And also in 2014, this breed was listed as extremely endangered on the red list of endangered animal breeds. So a total population of 491 to 650 was reported in Austria. So there's not too many of these sheep left in the world. So I am doing my part in raising them up. Even though I am raising them up from lamb to adult, I could have adults and make more lambs, so breed them and then sell the offspring, but I think this is quite okay what we're doing, helping an endangered species. Back in the fields, let me unfold this. So yeah, looking at our finances, we could afford a new windrower and a new baler, maybe an older model or so, but I still think the leasing is going to be a better option, because it would be better for me to use the money I have for fields, for land buying, and then we can make more money off of that land and buy equipment when we have a surplus. Okay, back in the barn at the farmyard. Now let me take a look at the implements. So I need a windrower. We could use one of these. This is 3 meters, 4.7 meters. Okay, 8,000. This is not too bad. I think we had this one leased before. That's 8 meters. That's 9. But these are all quite expensive. This is 6.3 and 20,000. 3 meter and 2.1. So this looks like the best option, but yeah, I think we can buy it outright. So this is gonna be our windrower, and we also need a baler. So we could get this one. This one makes small square bales, which is not optimal because these take very long time to load and then transport. So we also have the option of Pottinger Impress 125F Pro. This is a good all-round baler, and it's 48,000. So we lease it for 2.5 grand. Okay. Let me check some other options. Maybe the mods section. Class Roto Cut, 25 grand. Galignani, I think we had this one rented previously, but Class, we could go with Class. The price is right, and this is a square baler, which is also not bad. Should we use a square baler? Now let's go with the round one, and this is the straw harvest pack. No, yeah, let's lease this one. It's a net wrap-on add-on. Yes. Lease for 1,275. Okay. Okay. I'll continue recording when I'm back on the field with the windrower. So I would like to showcase you the unfolding of this windrower. I have seen this in real life, and it's very neat how this is done. So the tines come off and they're put on here, so you can transport it, and it's really it makes the implement narrower. I mean, how cool is that? Okay, so let's start. This implement is heavier than I expected, and it was lifting the tractor in the air for a little bit, so I had to drive very carefully. But now when it's on the ground, I think it's gonna be okay. So next time I need a bigger tractor or a front weight if I'm gonna do it with the Steyr. Okay, I'm nearing the completion of the second field of hay that we made today, and I am going to stop the episode around here. In the next episode we'll continue with baling and picking up the bales. I will feed the animals offline. Let me just show you the cattle needs more food. We still have 30,000 liters in our total mix ration machine, so TMR maker, and we're gonna feed the cows off screen, and we'll continue in the next episode when we bale and collect the hay from this field. I don't know if it shows, but it's so difficult to turn around when your tractor is constantly lifting up its front wheels like this, and it doesn't go down, you know. It's really, well, difficult, yeah. There's no other way to say it. So in real life I would go and put a weight on it, but since this is only a game, I did wing it as you do. Oops, I accidentally turned it off. I have the button for lowering and lifting implements next to the button that engages them, and that sometimes leads to shenanigans, but look at this. This is really not heavy enough. I was not aware, usually the small tractors are perfectly able to handle this. The grassland equipment, different tethers and windrowers. Okay, so for the last thing today, let's see how it folds. And we're done. With this, I thank you for watching. I wish everything good for you, and we'll see you in the next episode. Bye bye.